At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners. News is brought to you in part by One Nevada Credit Union, where right now you could refinance your auto loan with rates as low as 2.98% and no payments for 90 days for qualified members. Call us today for details. News is also brought to you by the St. Therese Mission, a future venue for cultural and environmental events near Pahrump. Get involved. Visit us at sttheresemission.com or call 702-507-4172. News is also brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 775-751-0349.
Tonight on News 46, the dangers of spice or synthetic marijuana.
Republicans strut their stuff at Mountain Falls.
And arms across America wow the crowd at this year's festival. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Zach Fuentes and Monique Mitchell. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
Good evening, everyone. It's Monday, October 8th, 2012. I'm Zach Fuentes.
And I'm Monique Mitchell for News 46.
Spice refers to a variety of herbal and chemical mixtures that produce experiences similar to marijuana, sold under many names and usually marketed as incense. These products contain dried, shredded plant material and chemical additives that are responsible for their psychoactive or mind-altering effects. For several years, spice mixtures have been easy to purchase in head shops and gas stations and via the internet. Because the chemicals used in spice have a high potential for abuse and no medical benefit, the Drug Enforcement Administration has designated the 5 active chemicals most frequently found in spice as Schedule I controlled substances, making it illegal to sell, buy, or possess them. Manufacturers of spice products attempt to evade these legal restrictions by substituting different chemicals in their mixtures. While the DEA continues to monitor the situation and evaluate the need for updating the list of banned cannabinoids, spice abusers who have been taken to poison control centers report symptoms that include rapid heart rate, vomiting, agitation, confusion, and hallucinations. Spice can also raise blood pressure and cause reduced blood supply to the heart. In a few cases, it has been associated with heart attacks. Regular users may experience withdrawal and addiction symptoms.
Tell you about a drug called Spice. It's also being sold as K2. It's sold locally at a store here in Pahrump. This is a synthetic marijuana. We're going to speak to a relative of someone who overdosed last night and find out what is Spice and what's going on with that person.
Smoke too much of it, you OD. It wires the kids up, gets them real chatty. Causes them to go into convulsions. Kids have died of it. There's been several overdoses that I know of in town here that didn't die but came close. It's a real bad thing. And
you even quoted one of the local judges here saying that this is a dangerous drug because of the fact that there's chemicals in here that are of course not healthy, but marijuana is a natural substance. They're marketing this as though it is natural as well.
Right. They're calling it synthetic marijuana, but it isn't. It has deadly ingredients. And yes, one of the judges in town did say it's like smoking Drano. That's how bad it is. And then there's, I don't know if you've seen the reports on the news, but they talk about the stuff turning kids into zombies and chewing the faces off of people. Well, it does make them very aggressive. They want to fight. They don't want to shut up. They don't want to listen. They are aggressive. They're not right. I wouldn't call them zombies. I don't know of anybody that's gone to that point, but it has been on the news like that. Particularly, I talked to the governor's office this morning, and It was the Synthetic Drug Control Act of 2011 actually banned it, and that was H.R. Bill 1254. But they banned it according to the substances that was mixed in it at that time. So these people just keep changing the substances, so they're getting by.
So that it's not illegal until the government and the laws catch up with them.
Right.
This is also being marketed as K2. Your relative overdosed.
Yes.
How's your relative?
He's fine.
Can people buy this who are under the age of 18?
I know that they do. I can't prove it, and I have told the sheriff's office about it. And of course, before they can do anything, they have to see a minor buying it. But
So you think that the kids are also selling this amongst each other?
yes, I do.
To find out more about Spice the drug, you can go on the web. If you are concerned about your kids using Spice or any other synthetic drug, please talk to your children about the concerns regarding these, as they are not natural like they are actually advertised as. If you would like to join the fight against Spice, contact your legislature. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
And News 46 did call all the smoke shops in town, and they all denied that they sell Spice.
Valley Electric Association has sent a press release regarding last week's plane crash that clipped power lines in Beatty. Shortly after 8 p.m. Tuesday evening, an aircraft clipped a transmission line near Beatty, Nevada, causing a widespread power outage. The Piper PA-28 aircraft crashed into Valley Electric Association's 138 kV line, breaking wires, cross arm, and a conductor. First on scene was VEA Area Foreman Daniel Rogers, who administered first aid to the pilot while VEA crews rolled in from several areas, including Pahrump, Beatty, and Amargosa. The pilot was airlifted out, and crews worked through the night to restore power.
Well, the Pahrump Valley Republican women held their annual fashion show on Saturday on Mountain Falls.
At Mountain Falls on Saturday was a fashion show for the Pahrump Valley Republican women. We're going to speak to Lillian Donahue.
We're having a fabulous fashion show with 20-plus outfits, and when you get on the runway, you get bid at and bid on. I guess the outfits are all bid on, and my husband bought this outfit for me today. So it'll see me through the Republican wins, hopefully, in November.
Who benefits from this charity?
From this charity, all of our local charities benefit, like the Mammogram program, which has been going on for over 10 years, and we support that. We also support scholarships to college for our Pahrump Valley High School graduates. We're just involved in cancer groups, hospice groups, etc. We try to get our hands into everything that we can and help the community as much as we can.
The Pahrump Valley Republican Women, this is probably their biggest fundraiser.
Yes, this is our big one every year. And
how can people get involved?
Appreciate the community support, which has been fabulous.
You guys are using Mountain Falls this time. I know you've used other venues as well. How's it going?
Yes, this has worked out extremely well for us today.
How can people get involved in the Pahrump Valley Republican Women?
They have their meetings on the second Monday of every month over at the Senior Center at 7 p.m. over there on Basin.
So people can just show up?
Absolutely.
There you go. Once again, if you would like to get involved in the Pahrump Valley Republican Women, of course, you can show up at those meetings there at the Senior Center on the second Tuesday of every month. This is Deanna O'Donnell at Mountain Falls for News 46.
All right, folks, we'll keep it here because we'll have more news for you after this break.
Lakeside Casino and RV Park, where we earn the best ratings for our RV park in North America with the most beautiful scenery and quiet surroundings. Our casino features the best gaming experience, entertainment that'll blow your mind, and come see the great changes in our buffet, all here at the Lakeside Casino and RV Park.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Children's Dentistry of Pahrump, specializing in sedation dentistry, now accepting adult patients. Call now for free IV sedation with dental implant, 751-2184.
And welcome back, everyone. The Pahrump Nugget held an Oktoberfest celebration yesterday in their event center.
Yesterday, the Pahrump Nugget held their Oktoberfest. It was held from 11 a.m. till 7 p.m. in the Nugget Event Center. They had beer, food, and traditional Oktoberfest celebrations. Some even dressed in their best lederhosen. They also watched the football game on the big screen. Oompa Pa music was performed by Kid and Nick. For more information on the Prump Nugget and all of their events, go to theprumpnugget.com. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
A fundraiser to benefit the American Cancer Society Relay for Life will be held next month. Get ready for the Mr. and Mrs. Relay contest.
We have another event coming up also that I really want to emphasize on, and that is our Mr. and Mrs. Relay pageant. This is an event where people get to come out and have fun. It's a fundraiser, and the men dress like women, women dress like men, and compete for the title of the Mr. and Mrs. Relay. Then the winners will participate like any other pageant member or winner, showing up at ribbon cuttings, and we basically want to use them as our mascot, and I did say use. So we can get a little more accessibility to people that aren't familiar with Relay. They can answer questions about Relay. So far we've locked in 3 judges for that event, and that is Dr. Tom Waters, Bill Dolan, and oh my gosh, I forgot who. Vicki Parker. I knew they were all politicians, but couldn't remember who they were right now. And we still need 2 more judges for that, and we're waiting for answers. But the event is November 10th from 3 to 5, again at Jack Sanders Winery, out on Kellogg, and it'll be a fun event for everybody. But we really want to encourage attendance, because without the attendance, the pageant contestants, you know, they're just going to be performing for nobody. And admission to that is $3 in advance and $5 at the door, and you can talk to any Relay person.
If a person wants to do this, are they required at the ribbon cuttings to show up in that same costume?
It would be nice for them to do that, or at least wear their sash and crown, but it would be more fun if they did dress up. And it doesn't necessarily have to be the winner. It could be the runner-up if the winner's not available. But back to the kickoff, this is a big event this weekend. It's Saturday, Jack Sanders Winery, 1 to 3. Please, if you're a survivor, come and let us celebrate your life.
And for more information.
Well, for more information, you can call Shonda. Give him your phone number.
It's 616-902-0629.
Thank you.
Also Saturday night, after our little kickoff party, the Moose Lodge is having a fundraiser. They're going to have an Oriental dinner for $7.50. This is at the Moose Lodge, and that starts at 5.
And we're going to have more local news for you after the break, so please keep it here.